the highlight. Lagos State Governor tasks stakeholders on innovations to improve public service. Ogun State government commends teachers' resilience, courage amidst challenges. And Warrington United States military strikes 15 Houthi targets in Yemen. And in sports, Nigeria women's national team moves up 4 places in latest International Cricket Council T20 rankings. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for continuous efforts to provide human capacity solutions to stakeholders in the state's public service using innovation and technology-driven resources. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who stated this at the 30th anniversary of Lagos State Public Service Staff Development Center, PSSDC, in Magodo, said the center has a bright future that will enable it to compete favorably with other international institutes.
SSDC in 2007, as you can imagine, it has what sort of grown weight around. It was a massive ground in which even people, residents in Magodo, want to cut it into two and don't make it residential. But we didn't let it happen because we saw a vision. If we say at that time, our people are greatest assets, that are people, we needed to preserve them. We needed to believe, even while others did not believe that they can survive, that the vision behind establishing the Public Service Staff Development Center was a noble vision, and we needed to preserve it.
The governor also urged people to rediscover themselves and seize the future with new learning tools, innovations, and ideas. Also speaking, Lagos State Head of Service Bode Aguru acknowledged the roles of the PSSD in enhancing capacity building, driving reform, and fostering professionalism in the public service.
Since the establishment, the center has carved a niche and provided cutting-edge learning and development programs in the public service of Lagos State with tremendous observed impact under the dynamic and focused management. The center has successfully designed and implemented the change program that has revitalized its processes, outlook, capacity, learning and development, and delivery, and has validated its claim to be a public service organization with a private sector orientation.
Aguru also urged members of the PSSDC to continue to strive for excellence, innovation, and collaboration with a view to surpass various achievements by the center. In his opening address, the Director General of the PSSDC, Adekumilola Adu Moses, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for his unwavering support, which has propelled the center to be the leading public service capacity building institution in Africa with a world-class reputation. The Lagos State Teaching Service Commission TESCOM has commemorated the World Teachers' Day with a colloquium held at Ikeja Senior School Hall, Bolade, Oshodi, Lagos. Speaking at the program with the theme, Valuing Teachers, Voices Towards a New Social Contract for Education, the chairman of the Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, Victoria Peregrino, said the event was put together as a sort of training with a blend of lecturers, symposium, and networking to appreciate Lagos teachers. Peregrino, who was represented by the Director, Teachers Education and Capacity Development, Bidemi Aloba, noted that the colloquium, which is the second edition, is meant to be an annual initiative designed to bring teachers in Lagos public schools together to brainstorm on topical issues that is expected to further inspire, educate, and improve their skills in the teaching careers. Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has felicitated with teachers in the world on the occasion of this year's World Teachers' Day. Obasa, in a statement signed by the Chairman, House Committee on Information, Strategy and Security, Stephen Ogundikbe, said teachers are more than just instructors, describing them as mentors, guides, and role models. According to him, teachers possess the unique ability to ignite a passion for learning, inspire curiosity, and instill values that last a lifetime, as they also create safe and inclusive environments where students can explore their potential, ask questions, and develop critical thinking skills. The Speaker assured that the Lagos Assembly will continue to uphold policies to place education at the forefront of development as well as the welfare of teachers. And over to the rest of the stories. Ogun State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Abayomi Arigbabu, has saluted Nigerian teachers' resilience and courage amidst identified challenges as the World Teachers' Day is marked. Arigbabu made a recommendation in a statement to rejoice with the teachers in the state on the occasion of this year's World Teachers' Day. He said that the theme of this year's celebration, valuing teachers' voices towards a new social contract for education, speaks of teachers' essential role in shaping society's future. He noted that teachers' passion, sacrifice and devotion to profession are not only invaluable but also critical to the success of the education system and development of the nation. The Commissioner called on all stakeholders to continue to join hands with the government to build an education system that values and uplifts teachers' voices to foster a brighter future for all. Nigeria is set to host the inaugural West Africa Coatings Show. The program, themed Connecting the Coatings Industry in Africa, will be hosted by the Paint Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and DMG Events Coatings Group. Chairman, Paint Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Abimbolu Babatunde, said the program, which will hold between 2nd and 4th of July 2025 in Victoria Island, Lagos, will ultimately lead to production of products that would meet international standards, boost capacity, and enhance global view. Babatunde said through this initiative, Nigeria will explore the African Continental Free Trade Area by taking a bold step to tap into the benefits of employment opportunities, direct investment, and technology transfer in the sector.
We were thinking of shifting the 2024 edition of our biannual coating show to 2025 due to the prevailing economic situation in the country. It is my sincere hope West African Coating Show will lead to an increased visitor participation from across the West African sub-region, expose Nigerian paint to better quality, new and latest raw materials, equipment, and technology.
Executive Vice President DMG Events Ben Greenish said Nigeria was being targeted based on its population size as an emerging market on construction, coatings, chemicals, and hospitality, as the company organized over 100 business exhibitions across the world yearly.
So we're in very much a high population emerging market here in Nigeria, one of the biggest populations in the world and certainly in Africa, with a very promising future. I believe in the next 10 years Nigeria will be a top 10 economy in the world, and therefore business to business sectors like construction, and coatings are obviously very relevant to that growth.
Also speaking, the Associate Director of the organization explained that the program was an ideal platform to tap into new and existing markets in West Africa, which include chemical, raw and innovative materials, an event which creates a unique comprehensive environment for stakeholders to network. In some foreign news, the U.S. military says it carried out 15 strikes against targets linked to Iran-aligned Houthi fighters in Yemen, where residents reported blasts at military outposts and even an airport. Central Command, which oversees U.S. forces in the Middle East, said the targets were tied to Houthi offensive military capabilities, but did not detail whether that included missile, drone, or radar capabilities. The Houthis have carried out nearly 100 attacks on ships crossing the Red Sea since November and say they are acting in solidarity with Palestinians in Israel's year-long war in Gaza. They have sunk 2 vessels, seized another, and killed at least 4 seafarers. And in sports news, the Nigeria women's cricket national team has moved up 4 places in the latest International Cricket Council T20 rankings, jumping from 28th to 24th position in the world and 6th in Africa. The Nigeria women's senior team's last engagement was in June, but this rating was enhanced by the achievement of the under-19 women's team at the just concluded ICC T20 Women's World Cup Africa qualifier in Kigali, Rwanda, where Nigeria picked Africa's ticket to the 2025 World Cup. Earlier this year, the Nigerian women were ranked 26th in the world after their bronze winning feat at the African Games in Ghana. That was our news at 12. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, or visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,012 furniture sets to 775 public schools? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Lagos Government website, and to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for continuous efforts to provide human capacity solutions to stakeholders in the state's public service using innovation and technology-driven resources. Ogun State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Abayomi Arigbabu, has saluted Nigerian teachers' resilience and courage amidst identified challenges as the World Teachers' Day is marked. We also told you that the U.S. military said it carried out 15 strikes against targets linked to Iran-aligned Houthi fighters in Yemen, where residents reported blasts at military outposts and even an airport. In sports, the Nigeria women's cricket national team has moved up 4 places in the latest International Cricket Council T20 rankings, jumping from 28th to 24th position in the world and 6th in Africa. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adirayo Dowu Olaya. Thank you for listening, Lagos. Beautiful afternoon to you. My name is Mike James. In a bit, we shall be connecting with Dari Johnson for Sports Stream. Sports news from around the